Nigeria-born international music star, David Adeleke, well known as Davido, has said he can't sleep easily since the death of a young upcoming artist, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, largely known as Mohbad, who died on September 12, 2023 in a manner suspected to be conspired murder. Davido made this known via a post on his Instagram story, after confirming he would be present at the candlelight procession to honor the late singer coming up this Thursday. And they were Nigeria. Mohbad, your spirit strong, sleep come hard me, he wrote. It is gathered that the procession will begin at the Lekki First One Gate and with a tribute concert at Muri Okunola Park. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Police Command of the Nigeria Police Force has commenced investigation into the alleged killing of the young upcoming artist, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, with the stage name, Mohbad. The police command met with the parents and loved ones of the deceased on Monday at the command headquarters with the Commissioner of Police in attendance. The CP assured the parents and fans of the music star that proper investigation will be carried out and justice will be served on anyone found wanting. The CP said with the help of Interpol, anyone that have anything to do with the death can choose to run but will be caught at the right time based on the outcome of the full-scale investigation launched into the matter. Earlier, the command spokesman, Benjamin Hundeyin, said, consequent upon the growing public concerns and the preliminary police review of the general circumstances surrounding the death of Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba aka Mohbad, the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, CP Idowu Owohonwa, has directed the commencement of full-scale criminal investigation into the case. To this end, the Commissioner of Police has constituted a special investigation team within the Homicide Section of the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, to coordinate the investigation. The team, which comprises seasoned homicide detectives, has been tasked to aggregate all allegations, suspicions and insinuations from various sources on the death of the singer and undertake a professional, diligent and timely investigation with a view to establishing facts, clearing all doubts and ensuring that justice is manifestly served through a meticulous process that will deploy all requisite protocols, which may include exhumation, as well as technical and scientific tools that are vital to the detailed investigation of homicide allegations of this nature. In aid of this initiative, the Lagos State government has pledged its total support to the special investigation team in all ways required to guarantee a diligent investigative exercise. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu gave this assurance while consulting with the State Commissioner of Police earlier today, September 16, 2023, on how best to ensure that the case is expeditiously investigated and justice delivered promptly. Meanwhile, an appeal is hereby made to the deceased family, friends, business associates or anyone with useful information that could aid the investigation to kindly share them with the Homicide Section of the State Criminal Investigation Department on 08036 at 5727 and to optimally support the police in the drive for a conclusive investigation of the case. The Lagos State Police Command assures that progress of the investigation will, as much as legally and professionally permissible, be shared with the general public accordingly. The Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Benjamin Hundeyin, also said in a television interview that the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and the monarch of the Ikate Elegushi Kingdom in Lagos State, Saheed Ademola Elegushi, have stated that they have no affiliations with singer Naira Marley and his ally, Sam Larry. The police spokesman's statement is coming days after nuptial photos of Governor Sanwo-Olu with Naira Marley, whose birth name is Afeez Fashola. Speaking during the TVC's The View program on Monday, Hundeyin responded to questions about the governor's stance on the now viral photos. According to the police probe, he received a call from one of the governor's ads on Friday saying Governor Sanwo-Olu has no affiliation with the singer. Hundeyin also addressed Oba Elegushi's rumored affiliations with Sam Larry, a close associate of Naira Marley, also fingered in the death of the late singer, Ilerioluwa Aloba, mainly known as Mohbad, alongside Naira Marley. On Friday, I received a call from one of the special advisors to the governor, and he told me that the governor does not know him, Naira Marley, don't even have the idea that he is our boy. He disowned him. Oba Elegushi also called saying he does not know this person, Sam Larry, go ahead and do your investigations, Hundeyin stated. Mohbad died at the age of 27 on September 12, 2023 and was buried next day in a manner many considered to in a hurry. The death has since caused a major uproar on social media and parts of Lagos State, leading to destruction and burning down houses and other properties seemingly belonging to Naira Marley and Sam Larry, just as many allege that his former boss, Naira Marley, alongside associate Sam Larry, had a hand in Mohbad's death. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has denied any involvement in the death of the upcoming artist. The spokesman for the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Femi Babafemi, debunked claims that the late singer Ilereoluwa Aloba, mainly known as Mohbad, was poisoned in their custody. In an ex-social media post on Saturday, Babafemi stated that the deceased was not one of the Malian music artists arrested by the agency in 2022, as speculated by many. The claim of the NDLEA contradicted a Punch newspaper report with video evidence on February 24, 2022, wherein Mohbad alongside another Malian artist were seen arrested by the officials of the NDLEA. The Punch newspaper posted a video with credit given to a Twitter user named Kodri Tiyaya, which showed NDLEA officials arrested singers Zinuliski, Mohbad in Midnight Red. Accordingly, they were reportedly arrested at their residence in Idado Estate, Lagos. Babafemi shared a link by an online platform which detailed the arrest of 6 people, 2 females, and 4 males, in the persons of Oniide Aziz, Zinuliski, Oweye Michael, male, and Abimbola Ogbe, male. Others are Dominica Chinwe, female, Olaoluhun Shobomi Mariam, female, and Ibrahim Alawo, male. NDLEA spokesman stated in quote, "This is an authentic account of the arrest and detention of some Malian artists in February 2022, an incident that has now been twisted by purveyors of fake news to say Mohbad was poisoned or detained by the agency. I hope they'll be bold enough to defend their claims when the hand of the law catches them," Babafemi tweeted. Babafemi tweeted hours after a now viral video of the deceased surfaced online, showing him weeping in an environment that looked like an hospital. In the video, Mohbad claimed he was harassed and given a white substance to consume. "They gave me water to drink, it was inside a bottle of water plastic. They said I was using drugs. I was the only one who drank it, they didn't give others to drink. I won't lie. Then they told me to go home and told the others to wait. They even hit a gun on my head. I served Sino in that video, but Sino snitched on me." Mother to the late singer, Mohbad, in an emotion-laden video, recounted his last days, sharing details on how his former boss Afeez Fashola, majorly known as Naira Marley, and his gang assaulted and victimized her son until his demise. Speaking in Yoruba language, she rejected the rumors saying that Mohbad was mentally unstable, adding that her son lived in perpetual fear till his last days. Adding to Mohbad's claims of being given a whitish substance to consume, she said, "My son was in the studio working when the other boys were arrested. He wasn't even in the house when officers visited. Upon his release, Mohbad told me he was given something to drink, and from that day, things got worse. My son lived in perpetual fear till the day he died. His troubles began when he joined Malian music. He ceased to be at peace since that day. I was called on multiple occasions and told how my son was battered and assaulted by Naira Marley and his people." Mohbad boycotted several shows because of information that Naira Marley and his boys could be at the same show. Mohbad was not mentally ill. "I have remained quiet because I wasn't permitted to speak until now. He was married with a son. How do people tag such a person as mad? I was home when I got a call on Monday that my son had passed. I was just with him days earlier. This is painful. All the people spreading rumors about him, fear God. Whoever has a hand in his death will surely face the wrath of God. I knew trouble was looming when he told me about Naira Marley. I am calling on Nigerians to help me get justice for my son." Shortly after his death, a petition written over an alleged threat to life by music promoter Samson Erinfolami Balogun, known as Sam Larry and others, has surfaced online. According to the petition, Mohbad alleged that Sam Larry and 15 others stormed a video shoot where the deceased and another artist, Latan Ibile, were walking, armed, and threatening to wreak havoc. The petition dated the 27th of June 2023 read: Petition of threat to life, malicious damage of properties valued the sum of 5 million naira, assault OCCASIONING harm, oppression and conduct likely to cause breach of peace against Sam Larry Elegushi, Elele, Obele and others. I of the above name and address, a law-abiding citizen and a musician, bring to your notice the assault and threat to my life by the above-mentioned persons. On the 25th of June 2023, while having a video shoot with another artist by name Latan Ibile, the above-mentioned persons, numbering about 15, led by Sam Larry Elegushi, invaded the premises with dangerous arms such as guns, cutlasses etc., where I was shooting video, and scattered the whole process of the shooting, damaged the equipment I was using for the shooting valued about 5 million naira, and started threatening my life, which in the process they became violent and assaulted me, which I sustained injuries but narrowly escaped. Attached to this petition is the said pictures. Total amount I paid for the shooting they have destroyed is at million naira, which is non-refundable. However, during the assault, they were boasting that they work for Oba Elegushi and that they have been asked to deal with me for reasons best known to them, which till date they are still threatening to kill me if seen. Sir, I call on your good office to save my life from the above-mentioned persons and bring them to book. Thank you for your timely intervention. The father of the late Nigerian singer, in a video interview that went viral on Saturday, Joseph Aloba, said, "I think the injection led to his death. I don't know the people that took him to the hospital, but according to what I heard, he was vomiting after receiving the injection, and that was when they decided to take him to the hospital. I did not hear anything from the doctor because I was not there. They had returned him home when I met his body. So, I decided that they should bring him to Ikorodu for his burial. My belief is that it's God that gives and it's God that takes. When he and Naira had issue, I can defend that my son was properly okay because that very day, I entered his house, prayed for him, and he told me that he wants to go somewhere. On his way coming, one of his friends just came home and said that he gave me the evidence that he was beaten up in the Malian house. When this issue was going on, I wanted to trek to Naira Marley's house, but I was scared of what I will meet there. There was a time Naira Marley called me, and when I tried calling him back, it was not possible. I heard a lot of things happened to him, Mohbad, but we cannot say it was Naira Marley. He was attacked when he was doing this new album with Latan, but the Naira Marley was not with those that came." Show promoter, Samson Balogun Eletu, known as Sam Larry, has said that he has no hand in the untimely death of singer Ilereoluwa Aloba, mainly known as Mohbad. On Friday, Eletu, who has remained mum since the Mohbad's death, stressed his non-involvement in the matter. Sam Larry, speaking in Yoruba language, said, "I loved Mohbad, he was like a brother to me. He was aware of how much I loved him and his wife all through the time he was signed to Malian Records. Although we fight, I'd never go to the extent of having someone killed. I have no hand in his Mohbad death. I am not responsible for his death." On the viral clips of him and his boys allegedly victimizing and assaulting Mohbad, Eletu said that some of the videos trending online are old videos. He explained that the most viral video, where he and his boys allegedly disrupted a video shoot by the deceased and artist Latan Ibile, did not happen as many are speculating online. According to Eletu, he did not assault Mohbad, adding that Latan can be a witness. The video that surfaced showing disruption at a video shoot where Latan and Mohbad were did not happen as many are speculating online. "You can ask Latan, I never touched Mohbad on that day," Eletu claimed. Lagos State government delegation on Tuesday visited the mother of the late singer and assured the bereaved family of the government readiness to take care of the son the singer left behind. "I also want to reiterate that we are indeed on top of the situation," the government delegation stated in video as posted by the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The delegation also assured the family of the government support towards the upbringing and welfare of his son, Liam Imole Eloba. "Our thoughts and prayer are with the family. Please, let's allow the police and DSS do their jobs, and update US as the investigation is ongoing. Let US come together as a community to support one another during this difficult period," the delegation stated. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu earlier in a message said in quote, "I would like to assure everyone that I am not oblivious to the sad passing of Ilereoluwa Oladimeji Imole Aloba, Mohbad. We have been closely working behind the scenes with relevant authorities, and keenly following the ongoing investigations. However, in order to boost the investigations, I have invited the Department of State Services (DSS) to join the investigation and widen the dragnet with interagency collaboration and use of best-in-class technology to unearth the truth. I have instructed that all those who may have played any role whatsoever in any event leading to the death of Mohbad be made to face the law after a thorough investigation. I hereby plead with all those who may have vital information that may assist the investigation process to avail the investigating team with such. I have also appealed to the investigating team to guarantee the confidentiality and protection of all witnesses who may come forward with vital information or indicative evidence that may assist the process. The police and the DSS have promised to brief the public on their efforts periodically. I also appeal to all friends and fans of the deceased to stay calm and refrain from making inflammatory utterances and reaching prejudicial conclusions on this matter. Staying calm and following the process will be our most solemn tribute to the memory of the departed talent. I hereby commiserate with the family, friends, colleagues, and fans all over the world on Imole's sad demise. I wish everyone love and light, and may his soul rest in peace. Amen.
Obviously, Mohbad didn't die in the hospital because there is no way you will tell me that he died in the hospital and the doctors forgot to dress him properly. I've seen people die in the hospital, and the first thing the doctors do would be to dress you properly. Bring your hands close to your body, your legs, they'll bring them together, close them, straighten your foot, your head, your neck, you know, or put your hands on your chest. Some do that, you know, close your eyes, your mouth. Have you seen Mohbad in his coffin? There is no way Mohbad would die in the hospital and stay like this in the coffin. The problem here, the misconception here, is that some people are thinking that the coffin was too small for Mohbad. No. Mohbad is not too tall. He wouldn't be taller than 5'10", or 5'11". And this is a full normal sized coffin. And that can accommodate anyone between 6 feet and even more than 6 feet in height. Mohbad is not up to 6 feet, so there is no way this coffin will not size him properly. Whatever happened to his neck happened when he died. There are two things that I suspect. Number one is breaking his neck and dying of it. If you have watched his father's interview, he was saying that they called him and they told him that Mohbad he was in the hospital. He was going to meet Mohbad in the hospital, and they suddenly called him. The same people that told you to come to the hospital and meet your son, they suddenly called him and tell him to go back to the house, to go back entirely, that the matter has been settled. Then he refused to go back to his house and went straight to Mohbad's house. When he got there, he saw Mohbad lying on the floor dead. So how could they call you to come to the hospital when your son is dead at home? Or I don't understand, because the father seems to know more than he's telling us. They are trying to hide something. Maybe they were fighting. He also talked about someone playing a kind of rough play with Mohbad, breaking his hand, and suddenly he had that the hand has swollen up. And what is all this? Maybe they were fighting. I don't know, but something is wrong. They killed that boy, and the father knows what exactly happened, but they are trying to hide it. Maybe they threatened him or whatever. He said, but I know his father knows more than he's saying. Then my second suspicion is suicide. This is bad. This is really bad, but I think it fits in with the bending of his neck. Have you seen someone die of suicide by hanging? Have you seen someone that dies of that? Their neck bends because the rope has to go up through this, so it will bend your neck. And if you are not found on time, your neck will stiffen that way, either this side or this side. Because of the jaw, it is difficult for the rope to hang you this way, but to hang this way, bending your neck either to the right or to the left. And I believe this is what happened in Mohbad's case. It could be, actually, it could be what happens in Mohbad's case. His neck was bent and it was not okay. You know, some people that thought, to the people that thought that the coffin was too small for him, Mohbad was already dead for hours before he was put into that coffin. So it's not like he's still flexible that if his body didn't fit in, they will have to bend his neck. No, he has stiffened. He has become hard. And his mouth was open. The government have to bring his father in for questioning. Then they should bring those people that told Mohbad's father to come to the hospital and suddenly changed the location and told him to go back home. That the matter has been settled. The father of this child of the deceased, he should be the first person to come there. Even if you didn't call the mother because she's a woman, you must call the father. Now you're telling the father to go back home, that the matter has been settled. Why the son is lying dead at home? Oh.